Hello everybody, this is Fanaticate. I'm going to start streaming some Pokemon Duel. I'm actually getting really good at this. Well, self-proclaimed. But yeah, I think I'm getting really good at it. So I thought I'd start streaming some of the games, give some tips on my side, show you some of the decks that I do, and play with to get through. Yeah, you know what, let's just start giving the streaming thing an idea. So I'm going to start off by trying out this recording software and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I've actually, one of the goals for, not a rematch, one of the quests for today was to watch a recording. I'm just going to comment through the recording so we can see how this works, see if I'm any good at this, see if I can actually comment through a game. So we're going to watch a featured duel. The reason I find this featured duel very interesting is because I hate watching the featured duel if they're less than 3,000. I mean, who really wants to watch two 1,400 people, skill level people play against each other? It just doesn't seem to have the same appeal. Oh, it's gone. No, there it is. Okay, awesome. Actually, that's the different side. So I watched the other way around. Okay, so we're going to comment through this game. It's a pure Deoxys deck versus, obviously, there's a Rayquaza and there's Zapdos, Moltres, and stuff like that. I can't tell as I look through the cards, but I'm just going to comment through the game. The reason I want to talk through the Deoxys deck is because I've been playing a whole lot of decks to try and get into the top 100, because in the top 100 you get 50 boosters, and that's going to happen tomorrow at 5 South Africa time. And when you get through that, if you get into the top 100, you get those 50 boosters. Now I've been playing with a whole lot of other decks, and I keep on win-loss, because it requires a lot of effort, and I don't really have a lot of time. So the reason I went to Deoxys, yes, it's a bit of cheats, but it requires so much skill and knowledge of the other players' Pokemon pieces that you can't just play Deoxys now. It's not an automatic win. You actually have to have a lot of skill. I say that and then I'm playing Deoxys very well, but there's a lot of thought goes behind it. So I'm just going to comment through this game, and then you can see if you can learn anything as we play Deoxys. Yes, obviously you have to be lucky to see if you have all the Deoxys pieces, but I mean there are only 3,000 of the blue things to buy each piece. So maybe you're missing one or two and you can just spend it. Like, I couldn't pull. I tried and I could not pull a Deoxys defense. Just never pulled it, so I had to buy the sucker just so I had a full Deoxys deck. Okay, so he's got 2 DOAs, so 2 Deoxys attacks, 2 Deoxys speeds, 1 normal. Now the normal is important, and a defense. The normal is important because I tend to use those against Mews. Mews have got that huge gold attack, so that just cuts through your Deoxys defense. It'll destroy it instantly. And if you use your Deoxys attack against it, then sometimes your Deoxys attack falls back to the bench, and you really don't want that. So now the Deoxys switches. I mean, he did his Cosmo Energy, but the Deoxys only switch between Deoxys that are on the board. So you have to be very, very careful. You can't just pull something off the bench like you could before. He attacked with his, he swapped out his Deoxys speed with his Deoxys attack. Lucky he got his Psycho Boost. Didn't get Dimensional Slip, but there was a double chance, so he could spin 90 and then 90 again. Oh, he got to 30. No, not going to make it. That guy's out of there. Can't quite get to the goal, but he's going to threaten the game right now. Let's see what Mew does. Maybe this is not it, because this is not the game that I was actually concentrating on. Maybe this might be a little bit quick end. We'll just see the game end right here. Oh, let's see. Obviously he gets the chance to swap. He did not swap. He keeps the attack. Let's see. Oh, he got the Psycho Boost, but the Grass Knot part is going to do nothing. And there goes. So Grass Knot, if the player's attack is over 30, he gets knocked out. Not the Virizion. So there goes the Deoxys attack. So the game's all squared now. Brings out another attack and another speed to push it up. So the main point of the Deoxys deck is kind of push the other guy out and use the correct pieces and swap the correct pieces at the correct time so that you don't get, ooh, lucky spin. So that you don't lose your advantage. So you keep on pushing him back towards the goal. Now that was a lucky spin because the Rayquaza has actually got a break energy that will destroy the Cosmo energy, even if it loses. So it just needs to get 60 against the Psycho Boost and it will lose, and that means there's no Psycho Boost anymore, which doesn't mean that the Deoxys player is completely out. Here comes a hurdle jump. See, that's it. You've got to have a hurdle jump just to get over sometimes, to get that field advantage. And now because he needs to defend his goal, he's going to move and kill and knock out the Mew. There we go, so back onto the Deoxys attack. He's constantly pushing. This is a recording batch, so they're going really, really quickly, so there's not enough time for comment. And then there's always that chance the Moltres is going around the back. You got to watch your defense lines as well. I'm having to comment on this Deoxys deck so quickly. Perhaps what I'll do after that, I'll record a separate video and see if I can just splice it in. And I'll actually play through my Deoxys deck and then tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. The defense eventually comes onto it, but now you've got to be very careful that Zapdos with that gold attack will go straight through that purple Deoxys defense. See, the dimensional slip now being 3 stars just makes it actually does level it out, because you always used to be like, oh fine, I'll just get his Thunder Crash and then they'll just draw equal. And you can't do it anymore. Oh, he's trying to move his defense closer to the goal so that he could surround the goal. Now there's a hit. Okay, he's going to jump over. That stops the defense from going in. Suck. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Deoxys player. Actually, I played in their 13, and it was Deoxys versus Deoxys. And I think I got a lucky win where I jumped over his Deoxys and surrounded his goal. He just didn't see it. It was very, very lucky. Because Deoxys versus Deoxys, you just got to play very well. One mistake and then it's tickets. I don't know why the Moltres retreated there. I'm not quite sure about that. But all the entry points are covered now. There goes the Deoxys defense. He's moving in closer. Oh, and then what's his name? Sceptile goes straight back. And see, this is it. This is the Deoxys player pushing, keeping pressure. And Sleeper's got like an uphill battle that he's constantly fighting with all these things that keep on changing. But the main weakness in the Deoxys deck, let's tell you some of the weaknesses. We hate it when you're down to 4 players. So I play a max revive so that I can get back like one of the Deoxyses if I really need. Especially if there's still a Mew on the ground and my Deoxys normal is still out there. Deoxys normal has got most of its spin as attack, so it's got its 50-50 and it's got its 90. But it's also got a teleport, so it makes it very difficult. But it doesn't hit that teleport often enough. So you've got about a 70% chance that when you hit a Mew and you go up against the Mew, because you've got 90, just under that 100, that gold attack gets destroyed. The Mew's gold attack, if you hit it with damage 100 or plus, it doesn't knock it out if it's got its gold attack. If it hits its 50, sayonara Mew. I don't have a Mew. Ooh, good play. Swapping out the Rayquaza for the Moltres. That was a very, very good play. Is that if this Rayquaza gets that break energy, fly. Okay, nothing will happen. Oh, it can fly too. Yes, it can fly too. So it'll fly all the way over. Scoop up. Ooh, good play. Scoop it up and then surround the Rayquaza. There you go. Sayonara, sucker. The Deoxys player really isn't like that. Another weakness is Rayquaza and Kyogre have got that break energy. The minute that break energy hits, ooh, unlucky. Bye bye, Sceptile. This guy's got quite an evolved deck, hey? With the 2 chain level Deoxys attacks and the 4 chain leveled Deoxys attack. It's actually quite handy. Just over. My Deoxys is only chain leveled 4-foot win. There we go. Nothing you can do, entry points covered, and then Deoxys player just wins. Okay, so that's a comment on that. Let me pause that, and then maybe we'll just upload this separately, and then I'll play one of my games and see if I can comment and play at the same time and edit it. I tend to think that, like, sometimes when I watch the other YouTubers, I want to speed it up. So we might just actually speed up my gameplay with the commentary. So I might sound like a bit of a chipmunk. So this is my normal voice, and let's see how it goes with the rest of it.